Hello and welcome to my kitchen. Melissa Sterling here today with Nicole Stevenson.
Hi.
Who is an advisor with Young Living. I'm not sure of your exact title.
I'm a gold team leader.
Your gold team leader. Well, she's really super smart. She knows all this kind of stuff on health and wellness, and she's actually going to teach me a lot of things this morning. But I wanted just to ask you first, why did you get into this?
My daughter was diagnosed with a very rare disease and pumped full of 7 different very toxic medications, some of which are associated with chemo medications. Prednisone, we all know the dangers of prednisone. I knew a lady in Ontario that her son had actually passed away from using prednisone for just 18 months, almost 2 years, and passed away from kidney failure. That was just not an option to battle arthritis, which is what she was diagnosed with. So I started looking at alternative remedies and healing modalities and that sort of thing, and the universe led me to essential oils.
Excellent. And I know part of my own story is my own battle with arthritis and how my grandma taught me how to get rid of it, because she kind of explained to me exactly what causes it and exactly how you can put things into your body to reverse that damage. So I was super excited that I was able to cure my own arthritis, and now that I'm introduced to these host of products, it's so much easier because you could just order it online and have it shipped to your house instead of having to go shop around and search for all these different ingredients. So I'm super excited. What we've done today is gone through my cupboards and taken products that I either have used in the past or still currently use. But that's over today.
You betcha.
Today we're going to replace all of these products with essential oils, and we're going to do it one by one and explain to you why we're doing this and how you can free yourself from harmful chemicals inside your home. It's not only going to be good for you, it's going to be good for all the people that you love and care about, especially those 4-legged friends that we seem to forget are also living and breathing and walking all over these chemicals and being affected. So, wow, where should we start?
Well, let's take a look at just your cleaners. You have your Cascade dish soap, Sunlight, Windex, Palmolive, let's see here, Lysol for your bathroom, carpet stains and more, bathroom and more, your oven cleaner, cream cleanser for the bathroom, CLR. These are all chemical-based products. Whether you're breathing them in, whether you're soaking in the tub after cleaning it, you're absorbing all of those chemicals into your body and creating toxicity. The great thing is that if you imagine just even the cost effectiveness of these products, probably would cost you, what, close to?
Probably $50.
Maybe even more.
More?
Because I think these go for about, what, 15?
Yeah,
They're expensive. And how long would you say these things last? Maybe a month?
you know what, I don't really pay attention.
Yeah, so...
I never really thought about how long these things last or how much money I'm spending in consumable products to keep my environment clean.
You're paying the paychecks of the executives at your Sobeys and Safeway and Walmart and Superstore and that sort of thing by purchasing these things every time you go shopping. Whereas this one product alone will replace all of these. So I personally use this for cleaning my bathroom. I use it in my dishwasher. I use it for my laundry. You can replace your bounce sheets or fleecy sheets with lavender. There's no reason why using a natural product can't give you fresh smelling clothes. These cleaners, I use this actually in addition to cleaning my home and my floors and all of those things. I use this as a daily or weekly foot bath.
I was just going to say, I attended an event a couple of weeks ago, and if you're interested in attending these, email us. Our information is at the bottom there because we want to invite you to one of our events. But I was super, super excited to go to this event and sit in a group with women, and we visited and we all put our feet in this lovely, amazing foot bath. And then Nicole says, by the way, your feet are sitting in the same stuff that I use to clean my toilet. And if you can just imagine a whole bunch of women sitting around with shocked looks on their faces, that was us. However, my feet felt amazing after that. I actually felt really, really clean and balanced and energetic when I left that evening, which is probably not surprising to you.
Yeah, let's talk for a second just about your feet and how important a role they play in your health and in your body. We have the largest pores on the bottom of our feet. So it is an avenue for us to absorb toxins as well as release toxins. So when you're using something like Thieves in your foot bath, in addition to using it to mop your floors, when you're walking around barefooted and, like you mentioned before, your four-legged friends are walking across those floors, they're absorbing all of those immune boosting properties within this product. So you're not creating toxicity by walking on your Mr. Clean or walking on your Lysol. You're actually improving your health by walking on Thieves Cleaner. So when you're actually soaking your feet in the foot bath, you are assisting your body in releasing toxins. And let's face it, we all take in toxins every day, just in the air that we breathe, the food that we eat. It's great to give your body a little bit of boost. Let those toxins release through your feet, and then in turn you're absorbing these natural products into your body that are actually assisting you not getting ill, not catching that flu, not getting that cold.
Not adding to your toxic load.
Absolutely.
I've heard a stat. There's about 80,000 more toxins and things in our world right now than when our grandmother was here, or
Absolutely.
Was little, was our age.
And I don't know the exact statistics, but lung cancer in women, yes, there are women who smoke and get lung cancer in that particular way, but imagine inhaling all of these products, and for a long majority of time, women were the main home care givers and responsible for cleaning the house. These are all the products that came out in the 40s and 50s that were supposed to make life easier, and sure, they might, but there's a cost to that.
But now fast forward 50 years and we can see the effects on what this is having, not only on us as individuals, but on us as a society.
Absolutely.
We're getting less healthy, we're getting more sick, we're getting less productive, we're being more dependent, we have more diseases, we have more problems in hospitals because there's not enough beds to treat everybody.
Yep.
Because of the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat,
and the chemicals
and
we're
what we put
absorbing.
in our skin.
Absolutely. So in addition to just the Thieves home cleaner, I mean, there's a lot of things. What about your hand soap? What's in your hand soap? These are all chemical-based products. This is not good for your skin.
I don't even think I want to read the ingredients.
Yeah, it can be scary. I mean, there are varying levels of toxicity within hand soaps, but why not encourage your children and your family to use Thieves hand soap? Again, it is immune boosting, it's antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, anti-mold. Putting some of the Thieves cleaner in a spray bottle and spraying it around your house if you have mold completely takes it away, and it will not come back.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's so much versatility just to this one bottle. You can literally clear out all of this from your cabinets. Let's
take our pile then. Let's take this product.
Okay.
And we'll move it, and then we'll remove all the things that this is going to replace. So we have our dishwashing detergent, our laundry detergent, our all-purpose cleaner, glass cleaner, shower cleaner, carpet cleaner, dishwasher, oven cleaner, cream cleanser, I don't even know what I use that for, CLR.
Gone. Just with this one product.
So what do you do with all your extra cupboard space?
Oh, well, more shoes.
Perfect. Okay, what's next?
So yeah, your soaps in your bathrooms can be alleviated with this. This is also something that I use as a natural cleanser for my face every day. So in addition to using it on my hands,
you use it on your hands and your face.
I use it on my face. So this is a daily regimen for me. The Thieves hand soap on my face, frankincense, Clariderm, which is another product, as well as purification. Yeah. So there's more elimination.
Okay, so then let's talk about, I brush my teeth every morning. I brush my teeth about 3 times a day. Yep. So I'm not sure if there's a warning on here.
Well, and right there it says pro-enamel. So let's just take a look. So it's indicating that it is going to build the enamel on your teeth.
Yeah, it's good for enamel on my teeth.
Chances are it may give you a temporary band-aid to that. It's not actually repairing and recreating and building up enamel on your teeth. There's too many chemicals in this, I mean, there's fluoride in here, right? That's the biggest thing where they say only a pea-sized amount on your child's toothbrush because you certainly don't want them to swallow it. We all know the effects of fluoride on our body.
This comes in a box, and so all the ingredients are in the box, and then you throw that away, and you're not reminded of that. But I think the warning is still on there.
Well, sodium fluoride is 0.254%, right? Potassium nitrate.
Aren't those toxic metals?
Yes. So you're creating heavy metal toxicity just with your toothpaste right there.
And it does say on here, not recommended for children under 12.
Why?
See carton for additional information.
My question is, if it's not safe for your children, why is it safe for me?
I don't know.
Aren't we all the same species?
We're all animals.
Doesn't our system work the same way?
Yeah.
So as an alternative, there is the Thieves toothpaste. And it's actually great for somebody who has a very busy schedule and likes to take care of their oral hygiene. You can carry a little pocket toothbrush with you, carry this in your purse or in your carry bag, and apply some after you've had Caesar salad for lunch. Brush your teeth and swallow it. You don't actually have to spit this out. It's got Thieves within it, which is just clove and rosemary and all these natural products. There's nothing toxic in here. So in addition to cleaning your mouth and freshening your breath, you swallow it now and you're boosting your immune system.
Excellent. So a toothpaste that actually boosts your immune system.
You bet. And for kids that don't necessarily like the flavor of the Thieves toothpaste, which it
kind of smells like cloves.
It does.
Like cloves.
A little bit cinnamon, clovey taste to it, you bet. They do have kids products as well.
Cool.
So it makes it a little bit
But you know what I find is, once I start using something that tastes a little different, once I've used it 5 to 15 times, my body automatically associates that with a good feeling because it's starting to intuitively know what's going on, and it likes it more.
Absolutely.
Is there anything on there that says, as with other toothpastes, if irritation occurs, discontinue use?
Absolutely not.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, let's put that in the file over there.
And I will say, just even the Thieves essential oil, I took my daughter to the dentist and she had 4 cavities on the left side and 4 cavities on the right. There was a 3-week window in between our next visit to have some of those cavities addressed. I put the Thieves essential oil on her gums, both sides, on the bottom 2 teeth that had cavities. When we went back, they actually had to do x-rays again because they couldn't find the cavities on this side of the mouth. They had completely been eliminated. So Thieves essential oil actually has the ability to not only repair but restore the enamel on your teeth. Yeah.
And what did we eat for a snack at your foot bath event?
Oh, this is great. Your produce. How concerned are people with the pesticides that are being put on our fruits and vegetables? I mean, it's a big issue. Regardless of how clean you think your vegetables and fruits are, those pesticides are leaching right into the skin and the core and the rinds of all of your fruits and vegetables. Using Thieves, not only a couple drops on an apple, you don't even need to wash it first. A couple drops of Thieves on the apple will kill any micro mites that are on there, because some of these apples and produce are coming from foreign countries. We don't know what.
Let's be realistic. We live in a realistic world.
Antibacterial, antiviral, it's anti-everything. So
everything
it just
bad.
sucks everything right out.
Good.
And then you slice your apple up and just eat it.
I know, and it tasted like apples and cinnamon.
Yeah, it tastes like apple pie.
I know.
So it's another great way to get your kids to eat stuff. So I will actually take my fruits and vegetables, throw them in the sink when I get home from the grocery store. I usually do try to buy organic when I can. If things are in season, I throw them all into the sink with some Thieves essential oil. I wash them all down, I leave them out to dry, and then I put them away in the crisper. The great thing too is that it's killing all the bacteria that's on those fruits and vegetables that makes them expire sooner. So your produce is going to last longer.
I never even thought about that. That's a really good point. All right, so let's do some cuts and bruises. If I scratch my head, I've been using rubbing alcohol for everything from my ear piercing to if I get a scratch, if I have a pimple, everything. This is a necessary thing in any household, isn't it?
Lavender and purification can replace this quite easily. Burns. So camping season is coming up, lots of roasting marshmallows on the fire pit. Occasionally kids get, a little burn from the hot iron. This is fantastic. Now, if you're using any other essential oil that is not 100% therapeutic grade, if you applied lavender onto a burn, you would take a 1st-degree burn to the 3rd-degree burn.
It's insulating it.
It is actually making it worse, right? It's like rubbing butter on that burn. You do not want to do that.
Okay.
But with Young Living lavender essential oil, because it is 100% pure, they don't add or remove anything from the process, the distillation process. So you actually can apply this and it will help heal your burn. It'll take the heat out of the burn. We have a fellow on our team that actually fell into a fire pit. His whole arm had, 2nd-degree burns, I think it was. His mom happened to have a larger bottle of lavender, popped the lid off, doused it. He went through about 4 or 5 large bottles, the 15 ml bottles of lavender, over a period of weeks and kept applying it. To this day, you cannot tell that there was any burn on his arm at all.
That's so fantastic.
So it's great for scarring. So
Yeah.
for women who have had children,
I'm sorry. Lexi, please go lay down.
You're very excited too, I know.
I know. She's just so excited. The energy in here is so great. Go lay down, please.
So the lavender is really great for removing scarring. So if you've had children, apply the lavender to your stretch marks. It'll help reduce the look of them. Scars on your face. I mean, we're all very self-conscious about our face.
You know what I never realized until I started being more interested in the health and wellness is we get new skin every 30 to 35 days. So every moment of every day, your skin is generating. If it has the right ingredients, it's going to regenerate. If it has the wrong ingredients, you're going to get old and age very, very quickly because your body will be deficient and you won't have the right ingredients to generate new cells. That's where we get scarring and the cellular expression of our genes just looks old and tired.
Yep.
Because it doesn't have the right ingredients to pull from to build new skin.
Absolutely.
Because your skin looks fantastic.
That's because of what I use every single day.
Like we worked together 7, 8, 9 years ago.
Maybe closer to 10.
Okay, and you look the same now that you did then. And you haven't had surgery or anything.
Nope.
Interesting.
Who can afford surgery?
Well, who needs surgery when we have all this
Exactly.
natural products?
Back to camping season. Let's
Yes.
talk about purification. If cuts and wounds, you can clean your wounds with purification. Bug bites, insect repellent. How many of you are concerned about putting DEET on your children? This is a big concern for a lot of parents. Dollar store, little spray bottle, 4 or 5 drops of purification, maybe a little bit of peppermint if you choose. Put it in that bottle, fill it up with water, distilled water, whatever you have on hand, and spritz your clothing as well as your clothes. No chemicals, natural bug repellent. Bugs do not like the smell of this stuff.
Perfect.
I love it, but they don't.
Perfect.
Great for insect bites. I mean, some children get the allergic reaction to mosquito bites and they swell quite a bit. Lavender and purification together will get rid of the itch and the inflammation.
So did you put it on by itself or did you put it in the spray bottle?
That I will just drop right
So
on
put
top.
Right on top for a bug bite.
I'll rub it right
for
in.
a repellent.
In a
Just
spray and spray it all over.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I bet you that's way more cost effective than even buying cheap stuff at the dollar store.
Absolutely.
Cool.
You bet.
Excellent. All right, so we can move that rubbing alcohol away. Then I have some chloroseptic spray, sore throat.
Okay. So let's just, well, we all know how nasty this stuff tastes too. You're not supposed to use it for children under 12 years of age. It's got terrible ingredients.
I know. I
in
don't
it.
even want to read them. It's just so terrible.
It makes me cringe.
Yeah.
Menthol. Why not just use the real thing, right? Thieves lozenges, again, they've got a whole Thieves product line that is geared to increasing your body's response to different bacterias and infections. Thieves soft lozenges, they're great.
But what about these pro health defense?
What in there is actually giving your body an immuno boost? I find that extremely hard to believe.
Well,
What's the first couple ingredients on that box?
The number one ingredient is sugar.
So I think we all know what sugar does to our bodies. It is a conduit for all sorts of different illnesses.
The second ingredient is corn syrup.
So again, sugar. So how is that building your body up? And in fact, it's actually stripping your body.
It's feeding your sickness.
Absolutely.
Third ingredient is sodium. I don't even know how to say that. And then we have artificial and natural flavorings.
So you're saying to me that if you're a diabetic, you're not entitled to pro health defense then?
But it says it's healthy right in the box.
Yeah, I'd have to disagree with that. This would be safe for a diabetic. Anything that does require sweetening with Young Living products is infused with stevia, so there are no sugars in it. All our products are safe for diabetics.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they taste pretty good.
I don't even know how these taste because the box isn't open. I don't know where this came from. I don't use them.
Well, this will be going into our garbage when we're done. So there's this Thieves lozenges, and there are hard and soft lozenges depending on what you like. So yeah, they're great.
Okay.
Usually keep them in my purse.
All right. So deodorant and antiperspirant. Now you shared some things with me this morning that I found were very interesting. The difference between deodorant and antiperspirant is?
So antiperspirant is actually blocking your pores in your armpits from releasing toxins. That is your lymphatic system trying to release toxins. So our skin is one of the body's main mechanisms for releasing toxins. So especially if you're having blemishes on your face, rashes on your body, excessive sweat, those are all indications that your lymphatic system is highly stressed. So start focusing on your diet. Start focusing on what it is that you're putting into your body. You know, maybe you don't need antiperspirant. Maybe you just need to take a little more focused approach at your health, and those issues will relieve themselves. Your body will heal itself. But you have to give it the opportunity to do so.
But if you really want to use a deodorant or antiperspirant, and you can't use this stuff because it's blocking and causing all sorts of problems, possibly cancer.
Absolutely. When your lymphatic system is strained, you start raising other concerns within the body. And let's face it, we all know that when our lymphatic system is stressed, different cancers show up in the body. So
it just is what it is.
So now there's nothing wrong with a deodorant, because we all like to smell fresh, especially as women. We don't want to stink.
No.
Like our husbands coming home from hockey practice or something like that. There's several different oils. For myself, I really like purification. For somebody who doesn't have an overactive sweat glands, you can go ahead and just apply purification to your armpits. That's great. So that would be a great option for somebody like you who doesn't really sweat. Somebody who does sweat a lot, you might want to try the Young Living deodorants. Not antiperspirant, but it is a little bit stronger and will help with those issues. So no more deodorant.
No more deodorant.
Although that looks like about a year old and you've barely used it, so you won't miss it.
No, I don't use it. I had to buy it. I was on vacation. You need to buy things when you're on vacation. All right, so I have some fast relief of diarrhea and cramps. Peppermint flavor.
So why not just go with peppermint? All natural. This is what they're trying to mimic right here, is the true form of peppermint. All you have to do, a couple drops of peppermint with a carrier oil if you have sensitive skin. So that can be just olive oil out of your pantry. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Coconut oil, whatever you want. I wouldn't use, canola oils and stuff like that because they're very greasy, but...
Yeah, no canola oil, no vegetable oil, hemp, macadamia nut, coconut, avocado,
Young Living has a great product, V6 oil. It doesn't have a shelf life. It lasts forever because there's nothing chemical in it. It's
perfect.
Mix that with your peppermint, rub it on your tummy. Even if you rub it up on your esophagus, it'll take away your indigestion, your heartburn, upset tummy.
Because it's absorbing into your body. So you don't even need to ingest it. You can put it on there and it goes to work. Another
great way though is put a drop of this in your tea. If you're
put a drop of essential peppermint oil in your peppermint tea.
For some people it's a little strong of one drop because these are very potent.
Right.
So sticking a little toothpick in the top of the bottle here and mixing it in your tea is enough. You don't need a lot of this stuff.
That's amazing.
A little goes a long way. Well, we all heard our grandparents, right? Oh, peppermint tea if you have an upset tummy. Well, here it is right here.
There we go. If you don't have a peppermint garden in your backyard, This is the next best thing.
Absolutely.
Okay?
So that will also eliminate your Tums because your indigestion's gone.
Yes.
What else do we got here?
I got some Gravol.
Gravol, don't need that anymore.
Okay. Now what about athlete's foot?
Athlete's foot, that's a fungus. So we talked a little bit before about thieves. This is antifungal. Rubbing.
So what about the thieves foot bath?
That would be a great option. Doing your foot bath maybe twice a week, 3 times a week, depending on how bad the athlete's foot is, but applying this a couple times a day as well. And again, you're absorbing it into your body and you're boosting your immune system. So, gone. See ya.
Gone. Acetaminophen with caffeine and codeine.
Oh, that's great. So let's talk about what we like to call the pain relieving trio.
Okay.
These 3 bottles are equivalent to taking a T3 without codeine, without any added chemicals and things that are stressing your liver and your kidneys. Essential oils that are therapeutic grade do not need to be metabolized. So they're hitting your system. You're getting full benefit from them within minutes. And about the same time as it takes, I think, for one of these to kick in. But no toxic chemicals into your body.
I know, this makes me feel constipated.
Yeah, well, and a lot of people do get that same reaction. You won't get that from these. So you would layer them. We start with Valor, which we call chiropractor in the bottle. It can actually correct minor misalignments in your spine. You start with that, put that on wherever it is that you're sore. Can be a knee injury. A lot of us carry a lot of tension in our neck and our shoulders. Apply it there. Your second step is Pan Away, aka Pain Away. This is really good for arthritis, removes a lot of the drugs that you have to take for arthritis. Occasionally when my daughter has issues, we use the pain relieving trio and gone.
Interesting.
And then the third one is the peppermint. And so we put the last layer of peppermint on and it acts as a driver. And it actually drives the other 2 oils deep within to the tissues and the tendons and everything. So within about, I'd say 5 to 10 minutes, your pain will be gone.
What about your headache?
You can apply peppermint. Now I would just, a little word of caution, it is peppermint, it's considered a hot oil. So too close to the eyes is going to make your eyes water.
Got it.
It's not going to actually do any damage physically to your eyes, it's just going to make them water like crazy.
Yeah.
That's right. So those actually that suffer from dry eyes, especially after laser eye surgery, they get the dry socket. Little dabs of peppermint just lower down on the cheek will actually no more eye drops.
Stimulate your own body to do what it needs to do. Oh, I love it.
Teach your body and remind your body, really, it's not even teaching, it's reminding your body what it can do naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So pain relieving trio. So goodbye, acetaminophen.
Perfect. So now hand sanitizer, cleansing soap.
Thieves hand sanitizer. Again, it's waterless, hand purifier, but it does not have the harsh alcohol, which is damaging your skin. Your dermatitis is sensitive and you need to be ensuring that you're using products that are boosting it, not
I know, as soon as
dehydrating.
if I put any of those alcohol things on it, immediately, it's like being on vacation and arriving at the Calgary airport. All of a sudden, your skin is like dry. Yeah. And that's exactly what it's like when I put that stuff in my hands. I'm like, I don't even care if there's germs on here because now my hands feel like scratchy, dry, hurt, cracked.
So I send Shelby to school with her own Thieves hand sanitizer. I encourage her not to use the soap that comes out of those pumps because it is horrible for your skin. I've even had to have conversations with her teachers. No, when she goes to the bathroom, she is not using your soap. She has her own. She will ensure that she brings it to the bathroom. And when there is an absence of a sink where she can wash her hands with the Thieves soap, the Thieves hand soap, she'll use this instead. So I carry this around all the time. If we happen to run out, I'll use Purification as hand sanitizer. It purifies everything.
Yeah.
Shopping at the mall, these are great options.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, the last little product here is a cleansing soap, which feels really nice on your skin as opposed to dry and cracking.
And again, your skin is absorbing this in, and guess where it's going? Right to your bloodstream, right to your immune system. This is boosting. How many of you actually thought that in the shower this morning when you're washing with your Thieves soap that you were actually helping your body fight off viral infections and bacterial infections. With this you can.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just so excited to be going through this stuff with you. I think it's so important, and I'm learning a lot.
So I think the last few products we have here, so sleep aid, there's a lot of people, you know, even myself, I suffer from turning that monkey brain off at night, and it can be challenging. We have very long to-do lists. We're very busy people. We get busier all the time. And so a lot of people will resort to sleep aids. I know a lady who was actually taking stimulants throughout the day to keep herself going because she was so exhausted, but then because she had stimulated herself so much with all these chemical products that at night she couldn't sleep. So then she was taking very harsh prescription sleep aids, nothing like even just over the counter. These were prescription, and 14, 15 pills a day she's taking to jack herself up and then drop herself back down just to be normal and function.
Which are being processed by her body. So while her body's busy processing all these toxins, it's not separating fats, it's not cleaning the blood, and all those toxins are finding themselves a place to nest and creating more problems.
And just think about her emotional equilibrium. It's
There wouldn't be no ability to manage emotions at all.
At all.
No.
So then on top of it, then she's suffering from depression, anxiety,
of course she is.
all of these other things.
And then she's peeing these out into our system, our water system, that to be recycled through us.
So lavender, so these are the things that she's actually using now. Peace and calming and lavender. So lavender is known to help people with sleep. I actually use this in my laundry, and I'll talk about that in a little minute here. But I rub this on my daughter's back every night to assist her in sleeping. Peace and calming and lavender combined are a great option to remove these. You don't need these anymore.
No. I don't need those at all.
So bye-bye sleep aids.
Bye-bye.
Just 2 little bottles.
Excellent.
Bounce. So like I said earlier, I use the Thieves Cleaner in my laundry. 1 cap in my laundry, in my washer.
That's it.
That's all I need. And then for my dryer, I will use, well, kind of whatever I kind of like the scent of. Sometimes I'll use lavender, sometimes I'm using lemon, sometimes I'll even use purification, depending on what scent I want that particular
You want to
day.
just put it on a face cloth and throw it in with your...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Couple drops on a face cloth, throw it in the dryer, and there's no need for this anymore. Those that are concerned about static, we do live in a very dry climate, and it can be a big issue. Instead of going and using Static Guard, don't do that. A little capful of vinegar in your rinse cycle, and that's all you need.
Perfect.
Again, natural.
Yeah. Well, you know what really bothered me about the whole laundry bed stuff is when I realized that you spend about a third of your day in your bed sleeping. So if you're breathing in those toxins, how can that be good for you?
Absolutely, and that's another issue. I really encourage people to try to find a store that sells mattresses and pillows that are hypoallergenic. They do not contain chemicals. Those memory foam beds are the worst.
I never even thought about that.
A girlfriend of mine from Costco went and bought one of the memory foam, and they come in, they're all airtight packed, and then you're supposed to leave it out on top of your mattress, and the smell was atrocious. That's all the chemicals that they're using in there, and you're going to breathe that in every time you go to sleep.
And absorb it through your skin.
Yeah.
Oh, scary,
Absolutely.
scary.
The last thing here is, what's this? This is
It's a detox bath from a very reputable company. Everyone says, oh, well, I use natural stuff. I use this. And I even honestly thought it was pretty good. It's a sea salt detox spa bath, and it's got like Epsom salts and that kind of stuff in it. But then I read the warning.
So keep out of reach of children, for external use only. So tell me how it's possible to soak in a tub with this stuff and not get certain fluids that are going to enter orifices that will leave unnamed at the moment, but this is actually absorbing into your skin.
And into your
So
body.
how do you stop it from going internally?
I don't know.
That's scary. This
is.
would be one of the things that I think would cause a lot of yeast infections for women, other reproductive organ issues. Lever 2000 is one of the biggest contributors. There are studies in the US that have proven that it's not made for 2001 parts. It actually can create hemorrhaging in women where they're actually passing clots the size of a small baseball or a large apple. Yeah.
That's scary.
And it actually happened to two family members of mine, so I'm very...
Yeah, I'm really leery about that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
So my pile is diminished now to a bunch of little oils, some soap, some sanitizer, a cleaner, and a hand soap.
And
what's this guy?
a toothpaste.
And a toothpaste.
So we all need a little escape from reality.
Yes.
And so a lot of us choose great healthy options like yoga, meditation, those types of things. This is frankincense. You will not find this anywhere else on the market that isn't a synthetic. This is the only pure frankincense you will find. Young Living has a contract with the Omani government to extract their pure sacred frankincense, and that's where this comes from.
Excellent.
Great. Apply it onto your crown chakra, diffusing it. It's awesome.
Wonderful.
It is awesome. I love it. So 9 little oils and a few little products, and you've replaced all of this.
Well, I thank you for coming over here and teaching me this. I can't wait to dump that stuff into the garbage room. I don't need it. You know one thing I didn't realize too is just having this stuff sit in my house is causing me to be more toxic.
Well, and especially for those that have children, right? You don't have to worry about your children getting into the sink, underneath the sink anymore, and drinking something toxic and having to phone poison control. In fact, there was a team member who was feeling like he was maybe catching a bit of a cough, was told to go home and use his thieves. What was meant was the thieves oil. Apply it to your throat, couple drops in some water, ingest it, diffuse it. He went home, poured himself a bottle or a glass of, from this bottle, the home cleaner, and chugged that down.
It also worked.
He realized after a few minutes in his fog, oh my goodness, I drank the house cleaner. Oh my gosh, am I going to have to phone poison control? No, there's nothing toxic in here. So go ahead, pour yourself a glass if you like.
You can use it to scrub your toilets, you can use it to scrub your floors, your sinks, or wash your vegetables.
And
do
your
your
feet.
laundry.
And do your laundry, your feet, dishwashers. We all know the crud that comes.
And it's so toxic. You eat out those dishes after. It's terrible.
Well, and most of our dishwashers last what? A year and a half, 2 years now? Because of all the residue that comes from the cleaners. This actually cleans your dishwasher as it's cleaning and disinfecting your dishes.
Wow.
My dishwasher hasn't been happier since I started using this.
It's fantastic. Neither has your liver and your kidneys.
That's right.
Good.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for sharing this time with me. Thank you for
Very welcome.
educating me on all of these. And for people that want to order these products, give Nicole a call. We're going to put our contact information at the bottom of this video because it's important to have this in your cupboards instead of that, because this promotes a healthy lifestyle and this prohibits it. If you have any questions, let us know. We're happy to help.